let's move on now. The Metro, Kelly, and the shocking story of what can happen when someone isn't delivered for days from Amazon.
Rufflecopter. This story made me cry like a little baby. This is the most amazing thing. These children that just got lost in Colombia in a plane crash just are fine.
Yeah.
How's that work?
Yeah.
Because I know plenty of kids that couldn't survive on their own in the house for a couple of days. But these kids were, like, in the jungle. I imagine that they were fighting, a bit like, you know, Jewel in the Nile. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
OK.
Do you remember?
There's no evidence of that part of it, but...
Is there not? I did read it, surprisingly, and it's just really heartwarming.
Yeah. I really... There are so many details, like the fact that they found fruit that had been eaten a bit and the little bites out of it were child shape.
Footprint.
Yeah.
Just footprint.
I mean, I suppose this is just tracking in the wilderness, which is not impressive to people who know how to do it, but for me, I'm like, oh, my, they found stuff that show that they were still alive.
Well, I think they were also local indigenous people who were capable of doing that. I guess they
they
recognized it. And I tell you, the jungle is very different than what people think the jungle is. I've actually been to the jungle in this area, not there, but right across the border in Ecuador, in the Ecuadorian jungle. And the surprising thing about a jungle, as we see it, is like you've got to hack your way through it. It isn't that way at all. It has a high tree canopy, and down below it's quite open. It's almost spacious.
So what you're saying is these kids should have survived, otherwise they would have been idiots?
No, I wasn't even thinking that, but that's a good point. I was thinking it's very easy not to be found because there's a very high canopy, and it's not like you could see the trees moving while they're walking through. I think it is an amazing story.
They survived a plane crash. That's exciting enough.
Yeah. And none of them had to eat each other.
No,
so it went really well. All these years I've been mocking Bear Grylls, but actually I would not know what to do. I know what to drink, but the rest of it...
Dock leaves, that's all you need.